on TKO8 Local News. The Missouri Highway Patrol is reporting that 61-year-old Donald Tomlinson of Harrison was killed Sunday evening in a three-vehicle crash involving two other Arkansas drivers on Highway 65 just south of Hollister, Missouri. According to the patrol report, Tomlinson was northbound on Highway 65 in a 2002 Chevrolet Silverado when he crossed the median and struck a 1996 Chevy S10 driven by 19-year-old Colton Peeland of Mountain Home. Debris from the crash then hit a 2008 Chevy Tahoe driven by 37-year-old Jose Gomez of Berryville. The report said that Taney County Coroner Kevin Tweedy pronounced Tomlinson dead at the scene at 7 p.m. The Harrison Daily Times clarified the report that North Arkansas College officials had said Tomlinson was not the same Tomlinson as retired from the college as an instructor and now is on the college board of trustees. A Yellville woman arrested last Thursday with a gun and drugs and with a child in the vehicle in which she was riding remains in the Marion County Jail. According to Marion County Sheriff Clinton Evans, 26-year-old Courtney Ravinsky of Yellville faces charges of terroristic threatening, endangering the welfare of a minor, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Evans said his department was notified of suspicious activity possibly involving a firearm in the early morning hours of last Thursday. When deputies made contact with a white sedan and spoke with the two female occupants, they then discovered a small child in a car seat in the back of the vehicle. After further investigation, it was discovered that a female was forced to drive the car at gunpoint until it overheated at a location where they were discovered. A pistol was located in Ravinsky's belongings, along with a small amount of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. The child was unharmed and released into the custody of the Department of Human Services. An Izard County woman avoided prison time Monday after pleading guilty to a form of Medicaid fraud involving theft of property by deception. According to the Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, 60-year-old Anna Moore of Melbourne, Arkansas, was sentenced in Pulaski County Circuit Court in Little Rock to 5 years probation in order to pay $5,000 in restitution to the Arkansas Medicaid Program's trust fund. Moore was married to the patient she was caring for and making her ineligible to be paid by the Medicaid program. Her husband, Clifton Davis, pled guilty to the same charges in April after being accused of signing billing documents for care provided by his wife totaling more than $10,000. Moore was arrested last summer and Davis was booked in October. A Baxter County Detention Center inmate was caught with drugs and paraphernalia in her cell last weekend. According to an incident report, 36-year-old Danielle Berger faces an additional felony count of possession of drug paraphernalia. A jailer went to the female pod to search for extra cleaning bottles and extra toilet paper in the pod because the inmates complained they were out. The jailer went to Berger's cell and found a wrapped roll of toilet paper in the windowsill next to the rack containing a needle and small baggies with white powder and residue inside. Berger first stated it wasn't hers and she took it from another room. She was later placed on lockdown and the additional charges were issued. Berger has been in the detention center since May the 18th. She was originally charged with a revocation bench warrant and a misdemeanor count of possession of drug paraphernalia. 48-year-old Michael Roy Thompson of Mountain Home was arrested by Baxter County Sheriff's deputies on multiple felony charges Saturday, including aggravated assault, terroristic threatening, and parole violation after chasing a woman with a samurai sword. According to the arrest report, Thompson and the victim both applied to work at a local business. The victim was hired and Thompson was not, due to an allegedly extensive criminal record which led to the conflict between the two. Thompson was booked into the Baxter County Jail with a bond set at $25,000. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO8 News continues.
As the days heat up, so are the savings at Edwards Grocery. Selected varieties, Michelini's entrees, only 79 cents. Bagged chicken leg quarters, only $4.99 in the 10-pound bags. Selected varieties, Turkey Hill all-natural ice cream, only $2.99. USDA ground beef, only $2.29 per pound in the family packs. And extra large red ripe whole seedless watermelons, only $3.99.
Edwards Grocery Station Money.
Plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camp's Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find that perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camp's Plants, in business for over 32 years in Harrison.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Ah, sweet Louise, do you dream of Hercules? To be the best dressed boy in town, where you sure are something, the best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Dismembered body of a missing Arkansas man was found last week. According to authorities, 36-year-old Jason Parker was found on Wednesday in the St. Francis National Forest after they received an anonymous tip as to his location. Parker was reported missing on May the 17th. At the time, they said they suspected foul play was involved. Volunteers and law enforcement officers from multiple agencies searched for him but were unsuccessful. Authorities said they have a suspect in custody, but he is being held on charges unrelated to the disappearance of the man. No charges have been filed in Parker's death as of news time. A man sentenced to life without parole for killing that occurred when he was 15 years of age is now eligible for parole after running by the state's and nation's highest courts. The Siegstrom was originally sentenced to the 1986 sexual assault and death of a 4-year-old girl. But since then, the U.S. Supreme Court and the Arkansas Supreme Court have ruled that juveniles can't be sentenced to life without parole. Lawmakers later changed Arkansas's law to allow for the possibility of parole after 30 years to comply with the court rulings. Prosecuting attorney Matt Durant says he'll oppose parole, and as of news time, a parole hearing date has not been set. Arkansas officials say they anticipate that between 20 and 40,000 people will ask for permission to obtain medical marijuana. The state health department's chief lawyer, Robert Breach, has told a joint meeting of the Senate and House Public Health Committee that running Arkansas medical marijuana programs will cost about $1.5 million over the next year. Voters last year approved marijuana use by people with certain medical conditions. The state will soon begin accepting applications from potential growers and dispensaries. The Joint Committee also reviewed regulations for testing and labeling marijuana. The rules will now go before the Legislative Subcommittee. Arkansas net available general revenue in May totaled some $339 million, which reflected an increase of 0.3% from the same month last year and 20% above the forecast. According to a report from the State Department of Finance and Administration, the May results were helped by lower than expected individual income tax refunds issued and gross collections meeting or exceeding forecast in all major tax categories. That includes sales and use tax collections. Well, the Trail of Tears has footsteps across Benton and Washington counties, and one group wants to ensure that the steps are not forgotten. John McClarty, who is the project manager for the Trail of Tears Association's Arkansas chapter, says the group is working with the U.S. National Park Service to specify the marks for the Trail of Tears route that goes through those two counties. The signs are designed by the Park Service and purchased through the Park Services, National Historic Trail Division. Cherokee Nation Secretary of State John Hoskin has expressed his support for the signs. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move on through the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. Well, the humidity kicked up as we would expect with all the rain we got over the weekend and the last week or so, as a matter of fact. We've had a lot of rainfall. Ground is saturated. Water tables are up, which is a good thing going into the summer months. But now we have to deal with the humidity. About 85 to 90% today with a temperature of 84 degrees is pretty muggy out there. We'll get used to it because the temperatures are going to stay fairly warm over the next several days. No rain in the forecast, thank goodness, but the humidity will be there. Tomorrow looks to be another day about like today. Lots of sunshine throughout the day on Wednesday. 77 degrees, a little bit cooler than today, but Thursday, sunny skies and 77 degrees as well. Friday, we started a slight warm-up as we head into the weekend. Mostly cloudy on Friday with 81 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny skies in 85 degrees. And then Sunday, the warmest day of a 5-day period, 87 degrees under sunny skies. So no rain in the forecast right now for the next 5 days. Just lots of sunshine and lots of humidity to go with it. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO8 News continues.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Spring has already started at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. The ladies at Sisters have created some beautiful spring floral arrangements, and new home accent items are arriving daily. You'll also find a good selection of centerpieces, wall decor, and many other great gift items. Come by and check out their new baby section with gift ideas for both mom and baby. From handcrafted dinnerware, serving pieces, tabletop items, and licensed Razorback products, Sisters has just the right gift item for any occasion. Catch the spring fever at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Jeremy Ehrman's two-run home run in the sixth inning lifted Missouri State to a 3-2 win over the Arkansas Razorbacks in the NCAA tournament last night, earning the Bears their third Super Regional appearance in school history. By winning the Fayetteville Regional, the Bears can earn the right to travel to Fort Worth, Texas this weekend to take on TCU. The Horned Frogs are a number 6 national seed and defeated Dallas Baptist last Tuesday night to win their regional. Missouri State is 43-18 on the season, while the Razorbacks end their year with a record of 45-19. Teams coming off the Elite Eight and Final Four runs are set to come to Bud Walton Arena next season. The home conference series with Auburn, LSU, Missouri, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M, while also welcoming Kentucky, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee to Fayetteville during the season. Arkansas will face Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and Mississippi State one time each, all coming on the road times, and dates and television information of the conference will be scheduled and announced at a later date. Yagungo Cerez and Scooter Jeanette hit consecutive two-run doubles in the seventh inning, and the Cincinnati Reds came from behind to beat the slumping St. Louis Cardinals 4-2 last night. St. Louis starter Carlos Martinez was the dominant through 6 innings before wilting in the 7th as the Cardinals dropped their 4th straight and 8th in the last 11 games. The Reds had lost 2 in a row and 5 of 6 going into the opener of this 4-game series. Game 2 of the 4-game series is tonight with Adam Wainwright starting for the Cardinals, with Tim Alderman going to the mound for the Reds. Yuli Gurriel hit a 3-run homer. Brian McCain had a 2-run shot, and the Houston Astros beat the Kansas City Royals 7-3 on Monday night for their 11th straight victory. It's the longest winning streak in the majors this season and one shy of the Astros record. They won 12 straight in 99 and 2004. Houston has also won 11 consecutive road games, which is a franchise record. McCain homered in the 4th after Marvin Gonzalez walked to lead off the inning. Gurriel homered in the 9th. He has gone deep in back-to-back games and has 10 RBIs during a 6-game streak. An 8-year-old Nebraska girl and her entire soccer team were disqualified from a tournament on Sunday because organizers thought she was a boy. According to her family, Millie Hernandez loves soccer, keeping her hair very short. Observers note that Miley is so good that she plays on the 11-year-old roster for Omaha's Azuri Karachi's girls club team. She helped her team get to the finals of the Springfield Soccer Club girls tournament. On Sunday, organizers said that Millie was a boy and decided neither she nor her team could continue to play in the all-girls tournament. The Hernandez family say they tried to provide information so that showing that she was a girl and even showed the insurance card for their daughter. Springfield Soccer Club organizers have declined to comment on the story, but did say Miley's family has the option to appeal the decision to the Nebraska State Soccer Association. Well, that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.
James MacGyver.
Don't tell me you know how to make a bomb out of a stick of chewing gum.
Why, you got some?